Neuropsychoanalysis is a term that was introduced in 1999 as the title for a new journal. So the word didn't exist before 1999, and we had to think up the title of the journal, and so that's when the name came into existence. But the idea behind neuropsychoanalysis, it's hard to say when it began. You could say it began with Freud, who in his project in 1895 already was trying to bring together the nascent sort of discoveries of psychoanalysis with the neuroscience of that time. And there have been several figures throughout the 20th century who tried to do that sort of thing, bring together psychoanalytical perspectives on the workings of the mind with those of the neurosciences. Outstanding figures, I suppose, would be Erwin Stengel, Smith Eli Jelliff in the United States, Mortimer Ostow in the United States, Paul Schilder, of course, and Eric Kandel in his own way. You know, so there've been people who've been trying to somehow integrate or somehow reconcile with each other the neuroscientific with the psychoanalytical perspective on what must ultimately be the same part of nature. You know, what neuroscientists who are studying the workings of the mental apparatus are studying the same thing as us. When they speak of memory, it's not something different from, you know, the entity that psychoanalysts are talking about when they speak of memory or emotion. So the idea behind when you say what is neuropsychoanalysis, it's a systematic attempt, a concerted attempt, starting in the, let's say, mid-1980s, early 1990s, of a group of people to take forwards that task which has always been there in the background. Because of enormous advances in the neurosciences, it became possible to study much more subtle and complex things than could be done until then.